Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 27th of September 2021. Thanks for joining me. I want to use my deck of cards again today, the Gregory Scott Tarot. Let's see what this deck of cards has to say about Monday and how you can use the energy to your advantage. So I'm just going to shuffle these a few times and then I'm going to choose 3 cards to see what is going on. So let me do that. Right, so the first card is the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Moon. Oh, wow. So the 9 of Wands is a card that's pretty self-explanatory. Someone has managed to climb to the top of the mountain and she's celebrating that achievement, and the worst is behind her. So all the effort is paid off. She feels like she's doing the right thing, something that's really meaningful and important in her life. And she's taking the opportunity to really celebrate her achievements. The Suit of Wands is fire, and that has to do with life purpose and passion and the direction you're going in life, and a sense of I'm on the right track and what I'm doing is actually meaningful. And that's highlighted and emphasized by the next card, the Queen of Wands. This is a woman who is exhibiting her art for the first time, and it's really well received. People are applauding in the audience, and she's taking a bow, and also there's a sense of accomplishment and that I'm doing something which is aligned with my true nature. So she's got a talent for art. She's actually painted different things, put them out there into the public sphere, and it's the beginning of a whole new career for her and something that makes her feel happy and like she's a success. So there's a sense of pride involved here. You're able to achieve something that may have eluded you in the past. There's a sense of completion, and that's something that you've been working on for a long time. You finally get the payoff. So something really positive happens here on Monday, and all that positivity gives you the energy and the power to navigate paths in your life which seem really daunting. So because you've done one thing really well and you're proud of yourself, you're able to look at new ventures and new relationships and new ways of working and new ways of being that usually would fill you with fear, and the path seems really scary, and everything is magnified by the light of the full moon here, and you don't see things correctly. They seem much scarier at night than these trees would look at noon, being lit up by the sun. So you have a lot of courage here. And even if things don't make complete sense, you're able to use your intuition to navigate the path forward. And also because you have this emotional fuel supporting you and urging you to continue, you're able to do things which at other times may completely put you off and which may even scare you. So the 9 of Wands in itself, you can see this young woman celebrating. She's got all these cuts in her skin. So the path to the top of the mountain here wasn't easy. She's had to make her way through thorn bushes and she's been scraped, but she hasn't given up. So the goal that you've set for yourself, that's something that you can really accomplish today, no matter how difficult it seems. And especially if you've been working at something for a while, you're really likely to get a fabulous payoff. And it's important that you do celebrate that in the moment. Most people, when they achieve something, they immediately focus on the next problem and don't even take the time to give themselves a round of applause. She's wise. She knows that these moments in life are few and far between, and that these are the moments that make life worth living, and that it's really beneficial to actually take a bit of time to celebrate those good things. So give yourself a little bit of time and space to celebrate your achievements and to really take pride in your own efforts. You've got here, you've done this for yourself, no one else has. And if you're not going to celebrate, then no one else really will. It's the same thing here. If she didn't put the art out there in some sort of a gallery, no one else would ever be able to recognize what she's done and to give her a hand, because it will all be hidden and inaccessible. So the Queen of Wands is a court card. that often appears in your life as a person who inspires you or shows you the way and encourages you that you too can succeed and you can do it for yourself. Or it's an energy that arises within yourself that says, hang on a minute, you do have special skills and talents. Please do something with them. Because you see the wand hanging on top of all the pictures there. More important than the actual creative output, the actual images, is her self-belief and this confidence that says, do you know what, if you keep painting this, someone out there is going to like it. Because until she actually exhibits the art, she doesn't know how it's going to be received. The people in the crowd there could say, oh, well, that's not done very well. She has worked very hard, but really for nothing because the art is kind of rubbish. But they're not doing that. They are applauding and they do recognize that this is really good work. So if she didn't believe in herself and if she didn't have that faith to continue on, even when things became difficult, so when she had days where the paints didn't kind of come together and create these beautiful images, if she hadn't pushed through that, then she wouldn't get to this moment of achievement. The black cat supports her and protects her from any negativity. So ultimately, it's the creative process that's important. It's your belief in yourself that's important. Whenever you put something out there, there is the risk that other people will turn around and say, oh, that's no good. And she has continued, despite there being no guarantee that this is going to have a positive outcome. And on this day, your self-belief is really the biggest gift that you can use to overcome obstacles and that you can use to triumph. But looking to other people to guide you and support you and to give you that confidence, that isn't supported. So if you want to get things done, make sure that you use your independence and your discipline to work towards a positive result and don't expect things to be done for you. So it makes sense that if you're in such a good place and if you feel like you're strong and you've really proven to yourself that what you do is positive and is appreciated and it will reward you, then of course you're going to be more willing to take other risks, even if those risks seem very, very daunting. And this is kind of a life lesson. It kind of says that the more you help yourself and the more evidence you create for yourself that you do have skills and talents and that you do have the stamina to overcome and to move forward, then other problems are going to be easier. So with this kind of message, the older you get and the more accomplished you become, the cards are saying that you'll be able to go on to much bigger achievements and greater triumphs because you are your own best friend and you're really pushing yourself forward and you'll do the impossible. You'll be able to do things that other people may not be able to because you've taken these steps towards greater self-realization and you've got experiences in the past that you can look back on and say, well, I did this, therefore I'll be able to do this. So we've got fire and water. Fire is a masculine element that says, I'm going to build, I'm going to create. Oh, and the moon is actually a major arcana card. So no, it's not in the suit of cups and it's not a water card. But the moon often is associated with water and the intuition. And the intuition itself is something that's ruled by the element of water, spirituality, imagination, guidance. So I would put this in the realm of water, and that is a feminine element, which is about receiving and taking guidance. So there's no air, there's no water, so the outside world isn't going to give you what you need. And also trying to suss things out on an intellectual level and using logic and reason isn't something that's going to make you feel confident in a certain way. It's looking at what you've done for yourself, checking in with yourself and what's going on internally, and then listening to your higher self and trying to decipher what would you like me to do next. So it's a very personal inner process that inspires you to take action based on your personal experience. And that's something that most of us don't really honor. We try and get compliments from other people to feel good. on this day, it's really important that you compliment yourself and that you have a positive reflection on how far you've come in life. And that's something that's going to help you on this day, but that's something that's going to help you every day. Being nice to yourself, having positive self-talk, and recognizing that you really are something exceptional. As long as you do that, it's very unlikely that you'll ever go wrong. So number-wise, we've got 18 and a chord card, which is 1, so that's 19. And then we have 9, that is 28. 2 and 8 is 10, and we've had that vibration a lot lately. 10 reduces to 1, and in the tarot, it's the magician, someone who listens to the higher self to create on planet Earth. And in numerology, it's the vibration of the pioneer, the boss, the person who does things independently. And I've spoken about that a lot. So it's you who paints the pictures, not someone else. It's your energy that allows you to get to the top of the mountain, not something that you have to acquire or pay for or look for. And that self-reliance is going to allow you to do things which are beyond your wildest dreams and which you could have never imagined yourself doing. So actually a lack of clarity is really helpful today because you don't see the final outcome. You have the confidence to move towards it. You're not aware of the problems that are going to arise, so nothing is going to put you off. So if you do find yourself doing something which is really scary and you're like, wow, where did I get this confidence from? Then keep going. It's really likely to succeed. And you can see these little leaves coming off all the wands. There's growth in this activity. It will serve you in some way, and it is going to take root and become something really fabulous which you can look back on in future. So this is a day where you can reach the next level on your journey. You can hit the next plateau. So I hope you have a fabulous day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing Monday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.